This is Hardened Scales Creatures. Call it Affinity. It's not necessarily Affinity, though. It's really just a bunch of cards that are in Affinity. You know, you sort of take the engine, but you're really just playing a counters deck. All right, so we can not make 2 mana on this turn, but we can get out there a little bit at least. Springleaf Drum and Ornithopter into Springleaf Drum. Looks like our opponent probably playing Storm, so we're going to need to be real fast here. Alright, so we have 4 mana next turn, though, so hopefully we draw... Oh, this is actually going to be great, huh? Oh, he's not playing Storm, he's playing some sort of Eldrazi, green-red Eldrazi deck. Okay, that's fine. Well, we get to play our whole hand on turn 2. So that's kind of sweet. Alright, so there's that mana. Plus that to play the Hanger back for 2. The Hanger back might be real good against him when we get to power it up here. If he doesn't have, you know, immediate removal. And seeing Shivan Reef Eldrazi Temple doesn't, you know, Noble Hierarch. I guess he could have Path. No, he's going to immediately bolt that thing down, though. So that makes it a lot worse. So it's just green-red Eldrazi-tron with Hierarchs, I guess? Infinite Hierarchs, as it turns out. Okay, well, we can't do much except try to grow our Hanger back and hope that that's good enough. Okay, looks like the Eldrazi are already hitting. Huh. Okay, the old turn 4 draw on Earth Hope are... It's pretty good. I don't think we have many ways of beating that. Walking Ballista is a good one, though. So we can make 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. We can make a 2/2 Walking Ballista. Yeah, sure, why not? And still have the Mox for the Hanger back. That's not a bad draw. We have to hope the cards he has in hand don't do anything. The card he has in hand, rather. Because we're going to take a bunch of damage from the Drowner. But we do have some pieces on board long term here. Nice card to have there, though. Oh, I found another Drowner of Hope. That seems beatable. What a great draw from him. I thought our draw was pretty good. His is better. Great. Man. It's pretty rough. Guess we want to draw, like, Hardened Scales, I suppose. Okay. Now we're talking, I guess. Alright, so we'll make another 2/2 Hanger back here. We can activate our other Hanger back. We can Arcbound Worker block, put the counter on Walking Ballista to shoot down another Scion. Because he doesn't have lethal. He only has 10 if he were to try to tap down our whole team. And he had no cards in hand, so we just need him to, you know, whiff like one time. He wants to tap down the team, that's fine. Does that mean he drew Smasher to kill us? That'd be pretty sick. No? Okay, we'll take 10. That's fine. I actually don't mind taking 10 here. Because we have a long-term board that can deal with what he has right now. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, those draws. Okay. Well, those were pretty busted draws. Couple good top decks in a row for him there. Gosh, it's too bad. We were actually going to be in a great spot once we untapped there. We were going to have the ability to, you know, our hangerbacks were just going to be bigger than his drowners at that point. And yeah, that's it's really unfortunate. And even if we had drawn something just counters, we could have started putting mana into Ballista and shooting down his team. Frustrating. Okay, well, this seems real bad. I don't think we want Thoughtseizes. Revolution isn't bad. I'll try one in here. Honestly, the Rite of Passage is pretty good too, though. Maybe Rite of Passage doesn't do too well. Yeah, I don't think it does too much. We'll try the Revolution. That game was so close to good. He just had the timely Lightning Bolt. This hand is no good. That's a keeper. Yeah, this is about as good as it's going to get, I guess. Don't want that one. Gosh, we only have going to get hosed by this, though. I say it's a keeper. We can play a turn one Walking Ballista, but we can't have the Constrictor we would have wanted, unfortunately. And turn one XX creature is Walking Ballista is way worse than Hangerback in that spot. We really need to hit, I guess, we want a mana source so we can play Constrictor. Yeah, I really think we were going to win that game, but we didn't just die to him top decking Lightning Bolt there. Okay, well, that's something, I guess. That's a plan, is what that is. Alright, well, let's get the Hangerback train going. I don't think it's worth cashing in our Ballista on the Hierarch. Not when we have Constrictor in hand. He actually makes land draws, very good for us here. What if we hit a imagine if we hit a green source or black source here. We did not. We could have played Constrictor and then we could have played Constrictor and activated Hangerback at the end of the turn, made it a 3/3. So we're just dying for mana sources now. Even Springleaf Drum would work because we'd have to take a turn off Hangerback, but that'd be whatever. No, just kidding. Didn't want to activate this didn't want to cast this card anyways. God, it would have been so good. Our deck's just not cooperating at all. Although that's not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. So I could throw both Ornithopters to the Ravager. Sack the Ravager. I'm just going to pass. Because all of this just gets better as we get mana next turn to take up our Hangerback Walker. Then we start, then we get to where we're sacrificing it to Ravager, making, 3 or 4 Thopters and pumping up Ballista. Of course, he could have a lot of stuff. We could actually, imagine if we draw Hardened Scales here. How good would that be? That's the only reason I took it that turn instead of just chumping with the Arcbound Worker. Here's the Drowner, though. Okay. Very much not what we wanted. Although, can we kill him? I kind of want to just go in on the Hangerback while we can. I won't, though. I'll pass one more time and see what he chooses to do here. I wonder if I actually missed lethal there. I could have... No, I don't think so. Let's see what he does with this stuff here, because I'm just going to make chump blocks this time around. We have a lot of options in play right now, that's for sure. Okay, well, if that's all he wants to come in with, I'll just chump block. Sacrifice it to Ravager. Great. No harm done. We get a Grow Hanger back again. Birds, not a big deal. Okay, let's see what we get here. Oh, a Ballista. I like it. Okay. Get Ballista in here. Can we attack? Still can't attack. This is going to be real troublesome for him, though, because we're going to have so many counters to distribute as this game goes on. And she's going to end up with probably, you know, an army of Thopters or something beating him down. I don't know if I could be, like I said, Smasher's a pretty good one to find, though. That'll put the pressure on. Okay, well, I guess I pull this trick again. I think this is it. Okay, so we'll take 5, go to 10. All right, let's think about this on this end step here. I could get 4 Thopters. Probably not do enough to kill him. I think we'll try drawing again. You know what? That's actually a little better than it looks. You know, it's obviously, you know, bad, but it is better than it looks because it's another block for Thought-Knots here, and they can't kill us by tapping down our team yet. And every turn our Hangerback grows. In fact, Hangerback this turn is big enough to block Thought-Knots here by itself. So that's pretty nice. So he may actually do something a little different here. I bet he just comes in with the Smasher. Yep. For 7, huh? So I could do a couple different things. I could block with the Hangerback, the Arcbound, and the Midnight. Let's see. Do I get a move? I assume I get a move to blocks here. Okay. I could block with those 3 and trade with it and cash in 5 yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, he has 2 cards in hand, though. And if they're lightning bolts, we get pretty blown out by that. And actually, only because... No, okay, we can block with Ballista, Hangerback, Ballista, and then lightning bolt doesn't ruin our day because the Ballista... Or Arcbound, Hangerback, Ballista. And this is fine because if he bolts the Arcbound, we'll just put the counter on the Hangerback. If he bolts the Ballista, we'll just shoot the Smasher. And either way, we'll get our trade in here. And we'll end up with 5 Thopters to start attacking. Okay. So we'll put these, but actually I'm going to put this on the Ballista that we do have. Great. Okay, so now I guess I shoot down. Oh, he has more. Ah! That was impossible to beat. Okay, I guess. Well, what? How was I supposed to play around that? Oh my gosh. Okay, well. I guess we'll eat all of our Thopters. I mean, it's a nice sideboard card. I guess he just had it the whole time. He's just waiting for this. So I'm glad we made that block when we did, at least. Well, I mean, again, if not, if we'd made it, if we'd sacrificed in his end step, he wouldn't have had the chance to do that. Oh my gosh. What? That's ridiculous, though. And we actually have no answers to it either. Well, or then again, maybe we can kill him. Maybe we can actually just... put 13 counters on our ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we actually can do that. So this was sure, I guess. I mean, unless whatever his last card is enough to blow us out. So I'll actually see if I can hit a land here and just try to put a counter on it first. Oh, another Ravager. Ravager's actually an even better draw. Okay. So now we can do this. I'll start by sacrificing this to itself to put the 8 here. And then we'll go in on this one because then he won't be able to bolt it. But if he does try to bolt it, then we can sack this and it'll work. Oops. Okay, so sack to itself. Ooh, weird game. I didn't think we were going to win. That Thunder Maw came down and I was like, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. And how was I ever supposed to think about Thunder Maw? But it was actually just going to work. Why not? May as well go for the gusto here. Sure, I guess. We'll have a 15-15 anchor, a 15-15 walking ballista to win the game as our only permanents. We're going to win the game with 0 permanents in play. Love it. That's pretty funny. That's awesome. Okay. Whew, we got there somehow. I still don't have any idea how we're supposed to beat anything he's doing. So there's that. But is this Revolution good? Like, it would have been good. It would have been a pretty good draw in a situation like that, where his life was under sort of duress. On the other hand, maybe it's just a blank too much of the time, and we should just play. Natural State hits his mana ramp. Fatal Push doesn't do much. I mean, none of the cards we're going to board in here do much. Fatal Push is unlike. I guess it could technically hit a Thought Knot. I'm going to get. Like, the Rite of Passage isn't very good either, though. Maybe just play Thoughtseize. Maybe just, like, do this. Sure, we'll try that. I don't know what's correct. We're up against, what is he? So he's green, red, Eldrazi. Oh, this hand's so close to good. We're on the draw. I'm not going to keep it, but man, if there was a land on top of our deck. Okay, that makes sense. Sure, guess this is the hand we get to play with. Well, that's a anticlimactic way for this to go. It's for us to mull down to 5. And flood out. Magic Online is just not cooperating tonight. Those cards are pretty insane. I guess we have to take the Grudge. That doesn't... taking the Grudge isn't going to do much anyway. Okay, so the way we win this game is making something of the Inkmoth Ravager combo. The Thought Knot isn't going to do much. He has no mana ramp. He can't even theoretically even cast it. I could put the Grudge in his graveyard, wait until turn 3 to play the Ravager. That way, even if he flashes it back, he doesn't have a way to. I'm going to do that. This is weird, but what this means is on turn 3, I can play Inkmoth and Ravager, and he'll only have one use out of it, so he won't, if he, you know, we hopefully force him to go after our Ravager and we can put him on the Inkmoth. Okay, it may not matter though. You can't draw 5 of the 17 lands in the deck and win though, so it just may not matter. This is such a feel bad now because he's gonna Thought Knot the whichever one we don't keep here. So it's just not only we flood out, we actually flood out in the wrong order, and now his Thought Knot gets to get something. Oh, that's that, I guess. Well, the good news is he actually tapped it like this, so we can safely put counters on this. For what it's worth. If he had used this, pained himself, he could have flashed back the Grudge on the Ink Moth there. I don't think it's going to matter, though, because we didn't really get to play Magic. Unfortunate. It's too bad, because game one was good. Game 2 was very good as... Yep, good draw, good draw. Game 2 was very good as well. Oops, don't actually need tap mana for that. And game 3 was very, very much not a game of Magic. Which is too bad, all around. Don't really know what we could draw here. It'd have to be, you know, like Ravagers to go in on the Ink Moth, but then also for him to not flashback Ancient Grudge ever. I don't know. Unlucky. 6 land, 3 spell. Well, that's too bad. Game 2 was really fun, though. It's unfortunate that the Game 3 couldn't live up to the hype. But hey, I guess there's something he has to deal with now, so depending, he's just going to bolt it, maybe. He's going to Pyroclasm it, that works too. Okay, well, he had a lot of answers to us. I'm not sure how this deck top 16 to tournament, to be real honest, because it just feels like we have all the same weaknesses of Affinity, but not the explosiveness. And I mean, I get that it can be more resilient because you can put counters on stuff, but it's just not working out. That was a good match. It's too bad we couldn't get there in the end, but good game.